But to get started, we're going to start up on our feet. Take the right leg out to the side. We're just going to go for a few ankle circles. So we're going to get those ankle joints mobilized and moving, and as well as through the knees. Now we can start to add that knee in, give it a nice big round circle, and allow that hip movement to start to roll as well. So we're just up on our toes here, that right foot out to the side. And 3, 2, 1. Let's take that left side out now. Just start nice and easy at the bottom of our foot, so down at the ankle, and then we'll go for another 3, 2, 1. We're going to start to mobilize through the knee as well. So if you feel any discomfort here, don't go too wide a range with this knee circle. Start to recruit the hip, and we can get that little stanky leg going. Right, good. 2, 1. Take our feet nice and wide, and again, just to mobilize those hips, and maybe you can feel a bit of a stretch on the outer left side of our glutes, and then come up over and stretch down the right side. So you want to think about really poking your hip out, get that stretch all down the side of your body, and open up. After 55 squats today, however many you guys have accomplished, however many you guys are going to get to. 3, 2, maybe we can deepen that open hip each time. And last 1. All right. So we're going to start with our calf muscles here, taking the right toe to the sky and flexing that straight up. We're going to start with a big swoop down. So you're going to swoop straight past. So because for some, maybe we didn't just do a warm up, maybe we haven't done the workout, we want to start to mobilize the joints first, get them warm. And very similar to what I spoke about in the live, when it's cold weather, we want to focus on quality warm-ups, quality cool-downs. So we're swooshing straight down past, and maybe you're feeling a bit of warmth through the left leg, a bit of a stretch in the right calf muscle. Last 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides, left toes to the sky, and again, start to swoop. The first few, it's okay if they're not deep, they're not speedy, they're not fast or anything. As you start to feel a bit of warmth through your joints, you can start to speed it up and deepen that swoosh straight through past the toes. Good. Last 3. Moving through 2 and 1. Fantastic. We're going to start now by taking that right knee up into the chest. And you guys, again, can find your range. We're going to squeeze that right knee in. And then we're going to open up out to the side. If you need a wall for balance, feel free to grab it. We're going to start again, pulling that right knee up to the chest. And then you're just going to open up through the groin. Another 3. Give a good squeeze. Open, drop. Let's go 2. 1 more here. Maybe we can hold that squeeze a little deeper. Let's pull that knee in towards the chest. Balancing on that left side, open wide, and then we can drop down. Good. We're going to do the same again on the left side. Maybe not so balanced on this side. That's okay. Pick something out in front of you that's not moving, and have a little stare off with it. Squeeze that left knee in, open up wide, back down. Awesome. So again, we're going through some dynamic movements at the moment, but shortly we're going to move into our static holds, which will be holding each stretch for around 40 seconds. And this is just to help open up, create space and lengthen. Our last squeeze here, guys, we're going to pull that left knee into the chest, open up to the side, and this is where we take a seat. Perfect. So starting with our right leg out to begin again, we want to sit nice and tall, our right leg out, our left leg bent in. We're going to come down, reaching for our right toes. Or if you are holding at your shins, that's okay. As I said, for some, if you aren't already warm, you may be just finding enough stretch here, but if you can, on each exhale, deepen down into that stretch. Big breath in, and on every exhale, find yourself surging into the stretch a little bit deeper. I'm going to be reminding you guys of that quite a lot throughout this session. As we are holding these stretches, we want to make sure that with each inhale and exhale, we're working with lengthening our body, lengthening through the spine, rather than letting that upper body fold and flop into the stretch. We want to find ourselves long through the spine, and then we can hold those stretches. Now let's apply a little bit more pressure down through the QLs here by placing your left palm onto your left knee. We're just going to push that down and away. So as we lean into the right knee, we're going to also push the left knee further into the ground. One more big breath in. Exhale as we drop. From here, we're now going to come up tall, take the right elbow to the inside of the right knee and then the outside of the right foot. Looking over our left knee, we're going to take a big scoop up into that side bend. Awesome. Good job, guys. Just leaning into that, opening out through the side body. Filling your lungs with a big breath in. Again, on the exhale, lengthen. Perhaps you can reach a little further with your left arm past your toes and down a little closer in towards your left knee, right knee, sorry. Awesome. One more big breath in here. And drop down, lengthen a little further on the exhale. Rotate now back to having both hands down to the right side of your foot. And perhaps you can already feel a little bit more mobility or flexibility through the back of your right leg. Rolling up nice and slow. So while we're here, we're actually going to take that right leg in behind us. And from here, taking the left leg out in front into this pigeon pose. So the left leg remains out in front, the right leg behind. And see if you can, you're going to get a much deeper stretch by keeping the left shin parallel to your mat as opposed to tucking it under. So we want a nice proud chest, long spine. Now, as you can see, I'm obviously quite tight. I can't even get this side down on the mat tonight. So you guys can maybe perhaps focus on just etching that right leg back a little deeper, a little further each time, and potentially in the future again, I'll be able to get my left bum cheek back down to the mat. But for you guys, just take it as it comes. Breathe through any slight discomfort. If it is painful though, however, that's where you don't want to push into that pain position. There should be a little threshold before. A little bit of discomfort is okay. Big breath in. On your exhale, we're going to just come on down to our elbows or your forearms, if that's comfortable for you. Otherwise, if you were getting enough of a stretch up on your palms, please feel free to stay there. This is going to be a really good stretch for the month of June. And I highly recommend incorporating this in, while you're watching TV at the end of the night, or I actually do this when I'm brushing my teeth. I put my leg up on the bench to try and lengthen those muscles. So it's really good for when we're doing these kinds of squats, lunging, anything using your glute muscles, and piriformis as well. So we're going to come back up. From here, we are going to tuck that right toe under, and we're going to shift our weight up onto our hands, up into downward dog. Now, I promise there's no actual yoga flows tonight, but we are going to hold at this little stretch here and actively try to press those calf muscles down in toward the ground. So both together, we're actively pushing those heels down towards the ground, into the mat. Awesome. Let's walk them out, pedal them out. 3, 2, 1, coming down to our knees. And we're going to just give a little wag the tail. So hips will rock side to side, and we'll just undo any tightness or tension that we might be feeling through the low back before we start the other side. Awesome. Let's take a seat. Going to go left leg out this time. Right is going to be bent in. And we're going to start with reaching down towards your left toes. Again, you might already notice a slight change or difference from right side to left side. And that is perfectly normal. As we start to deepen through the stretches here, you'll start to feel your left side will also begin to loosen and give in to the static holds. So big breath in, and on your exhale, just drop that chest down nice and low in towards the knee. So going through any of these stretches, static holds, is really beneficial for your nervous system, especially this time of night as well. Helps calm your nervous system, relaxes the mind, and it sends signals to the mind and the body that it's time to wind down and relax. You might even feel more flexible in the evening than you ever do when you first wake up, and that's also very normal. Our body's been moving throughout the day. One more big breath in. Exhale as we draw the chest down. Now from here, we're going to look over our right knee this time and allowing the right hand to scoop up and over. So we're going to feel that stretch down the side body again. And every time we take a big breath in, you'll feel that tension draw tighter. Exhale as you try to reach those right fingertips a little further past your left toes. And again, big breath in. And see if you can reach a little bit deeper. Again, we're not pushing to the point of pain. So let's just hit the QLs a little bit by placing our right palm onto our right knee. And as we reach for those left toes, we're also going to be pressing the right knee down in toward the mat. So holding on to our left toes with our left hand and pressing the right knee down in towards the mat with our right side. Awesome, fantastic. Let's come back up, sit nice and tall, proud chest, long spine. And let's see if we can reach a little further now with both hands reaching down towards the left side. So perhaps you started on your shins, now you're down to your ankles, or perhaps you held onto your ankle when we first started, and now you can reach around the sole of your foot. Big breath in, and on the exhale, let's sink in a little deeper. Hold that stretch. Wonderful. We're going to find ourselves again in the half pigeon. So from here, we're taking the left leg behind us, and we're going to bring the right leg out parallel to the top of our mat. Oh, this side is even worse for me. That is awful. That's okay. That's all right. So if you're in the same boat, I recommend just holding here. So holding with a nice long spine, proud chest, and your hands outside of the right knee, just framing the right shin. But however, if you have the room to and would like to feel a deeper stretch, you can always move down towards your forearms here and hold from your elbows as well. If you feel like you start to create the space, you can just slowly move down into it. So again, a reminder to breathe through. We don't want to force it or create, straining the muscles. Wherever you are today, tonight, totally fine. Big deep breath in, exhale, relax into the stretch. We're here for another 8 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to frame that front knee again. Come on up, but this time just bringing that knee back in under our hip, so we're back into tabletop position. And big breath in this time as we drop our chest to the floor, and then exhale as we roll our spine to the sky. Let's go through a few moves of cat-cow. Big breath in as the chest drops, and then as we exhale, we roll the spine up. So there is the lineal way of moving through cat-cow, but as you guys know, that our body moves in many different planes. So next time you exhale, push your hips to the side and take them on a nice round circle. Breath in. And then as you exhale, push your hips out to the side, take them on a nice round circle. Good. Let's just move again, side to side, little wag of the tail here.